Hi, welcome to Business. My name is Darrell Kwao. The Ghana Mineworkers Union has threatened to resist any attempt by government to touch even a pesewa of its members' pension funds as a result of the debt exchange program. This, the union says, is in solidarity with the Trade Union Congress kicking against the program announced recently by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. General Secretary Abdul Mumin Bana spoke at a National Executive Council meeting and forum organized in Accra.
Government announced the debt exchange program recently, which is supposed to cut bond interest with 0% coupon rate in 2023. The move is said to be a requirement for an economic recovery program from the International Monetary Fund. But speaking at the Mineworkers Union National Executive Council meeting and forum organized in Accra, Abdul Mumin Bana, on Awakening Workers' Consciousness, said the union would not support the program and it will resist any attempt by government to cut down on members' pension funds.
Government cannot impose terms and conditions unilaterally on bondholders, whether it has to do with pension funds or individual investment funds. And so it's important that government consults broadly, particularly a key stakeholder like organized labor ought to be consulted. Quite unfortunately, government did not consult organized labor and decided to roll out, its debt exchange program. And so what we are saying is that any attempt to restructure government's debt that will have implications on our pensions is untenable. It's not something that we're going to accept. And for that matter, government must restructure its debt, wary of the fact that pension funds of workers cannot be part of the debt restructuring program.
But Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress, Joshua Ansah, is calling for the immediate review of the labor law, which is currently under consideration to put a stop to indecent work practices in the mining sector.
The review of the labor law, my brother, I didn't mention it because it is hanging somewhere. And wherever it's hanging, I can assure you, you will block it down. You will block it down because you have any excuses. The excuses are many. As I speak to you, our inputs were collated. A meeting was held with the consultant. We have put the pieces together. And the Minister for Labour is telling us that the labor review is now at the AG's department. Wherever it is locked up at the AG's department, we will make sure it is plugged now to us, so that the indecency in employment will stop, especially in the mining sector.
For his part, General Secretary of the Socialist Movement of Ghana, Kwesi Pratt, shared some imperatives on the new trade union movement.
The Mineworkers Union has a huge potential to play a leading role in building this new kind of trade union movement. And I asked this meeting to examine a few things. One, the impact of galamsey on national life and how to deal with it. Two, what ought to be done for the people of Ghana to control and exploit their own natural resources for their own benefits. Existing labor laws and how they inhibit the exercise of the rights of workers. The imperative of workers' solidarity and how to promote it.
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Ghana Mines Workers Union, Mensa Jakari, has threatened an industrial action by the union if mining companies do not desist from the practice of fixed-term contracts for its members.